Hey there guys, and welcome to episode 3. So in this episode there's a hell of a lot to show you. I've had a friend on from Xbox Live, Wolfy. Yesterday we did a hell of a lot of work. If you've seen the episode 2, if you haven't seen episode 2, the megastructure begins, then you should go watch that first. The plan slightly changed. The shape was going to be a circle, but turned into a square. Now the way we've done is basically that is from a silk touch shovel, and this is my skin. So I'll change it eventually. So down here we have this. So yeah, it's a work in progress. Basically, it goes up 5 and then carries going up 5, and then the grass goes 5 along, and then basically this comes 5 up. So we're going into like a pyramid shape. So if we we try one of them trees, and the pearls from some of the Endermen have been spawning like crazy underneath there. Yeah, so I think this is good enough for you. So if you imagine all this grass is done, and you still need to do a lot of work around here. So I think this episode will probably be on like Friday maybe, depending on how much work we can get done. Basically by the end of this episode I want to get up to about that level done, but the work intended is a hell of a lot of work. Just clearing this out, it took us just over 5 hours, between 2 hours. My fortune is over there. This is my other pick, my sword, and yeah, so as you can see, let's go down. It's pretty big. It's 66 by 66, so from this point here to that point directly there is 33 blocks in all directions. I don't know if you noticed, but the graphics look a lot better because I just updated my graphics card. I got NVIDIA GT 520 or something like that. Not the best graphics card in the world, but I'm noticing the difference. Plus I changed some monitor settings, turned the contrast up, and the contrast is basically like focus, I think, and that's going really good. So what else has gone on in the world? Now I'm not sure, but I think I may have showed you this in episode 2. Yes, I did. So that's finished. Let's go have a look at down here and see what we got in the chest. Now there's still a hell of a lot of stuff in here. I've got some. That's my silk touch pick. Shovel and my axe. I actually gained over 120 levels just by doing this. And I've updated now, so I'm on a server, so I can now do time set day when recording, which just makes it that slight little bit easier to get things done. So we're gonna head over to the cow pen. I believe I had no wheat on me, like usual. Okay, so if we go over here, not really many updates. I've mainly been focusing on that thing over there, and as you can see, it's pretty tall. The top bit on the tower is going to be glass, just on that tower bit, so you can see as you're coming down, and you see where the stairs are starting. I think we're going to do maybe 10 by 10 stairs going up in all 4 corners, and then what you'll see is as it starts to build up, you'll see like green. But then what I'm going to try to do, depending on what the comments say, instead of that just being like a big plain stone wall, should I try and mould the grass into it? Because the only way you're going to be able to get in is from going up the side of there and then dropping down through the tower. And then plus, I think we're going to have a mod tower just above it, and then below we're going to do a hell of a lot of caving. And then this area is just basically the starting area. Okay, so to move on from that, let's go check out the resources and check how much stuff we've actually used. And there's quite a bit of stone bricks in here, but I've actually gone through just over a full chest, and a lot more. We had to mine just over, what was it? I think it may have been like 20 stacks of cobble. We've used over, I think about 7 or 6 iron blocks. One caving. There's go over there. Just shooting these underpulls up. We're going to find a stronghold eventually. These are the caves that have been going down, searching, picking all the iron up and all the coal. So a lot's been going on with the world, guys, and oh, I've missed it. Oh, we get back and get that. Yeah, so now I'm gonna save it. I can't exactly turn mobs off. Oh, missed some coal too. Silly man. Yeah, so it's really good. I'm on 1.32 at the moment. The server is. I'm gonna update it as soon as 1.4 comes out. I'm on a different account at the moment because Wolfy. I call him Wolfy. You'll probably see him maybe later on in the episode if I can get him on. I think he's finishing work later, so we'll get him on and we'll do some work. I'm not sure if I can get his I don't think I'll be able to get his perspective. Maybe not, because my headset, I don't know if it will record Skype. So we'll see what we can do about that. Maybe I'll get him to record his audio and then put it both in, so it might be an episode between the two of us. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up rambling. I'm gonna carry on working on that and try to get the second layer done, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, so we're back, and I've been smelting for a while. Actually, this took over 2 nights, not nights in real time, nights in Minecraft. So now I'm gonna want to make all this stone bricks, aren't I? Basically, there's a hell of a lot to do, and I need your guys' opinion. I need you, just to say, do this, do that, and I'll do it. My creativity is going to be better with the input from you, because then I know you like it, and obviously I'll like it because you guys have picked that. So yeah, I had a comment earlier saying it's basically going to be like monkey thumbs. Well, yes it is, and no it isn't. There's one thing I want. Now I'm big on mob farms and automated mob farms and things like that. Now I've always thought, what about if you had a wall with one switch where you flicked all the switches? Say you had a couple of switches or one switch, they all linked up to one switch, and you click that switch and you'd have carrots coming down, you'd have potatoes coming down, sugarcane coming down, melons, pumpkins, the lot. So it'd be like a wall, but basically full of farms. So you click the button and they'd all come. That's one way. Can I even make all these? Sorry, I'm trying to do this. Yeah, so that's one way. I need your input on that. I need, in this build, it's big. It's a big place. And if I'm going to get that down to bedrock, that's going to be even bigger. So, I talked about the underground village in one of the last episodes. So what if we had an underground village, and I need a name for it. I'm thinking the temple, but temple sounds a little bit boring. So we got to see about that. So okay, we still got plenty down there. I'm waiting for Wolfy. Wolfy should be coming soon, hopefully, to help me build that. So I say what we're gonna do. One of the comments said, around about 25 minutes. I think I can do that, because what I do is I record in about segments about 6 minutes. I'm a bit of a talky guy, so you won't get to see. There's gonna be a lot of progress on this, but this might span over 1 to 2 episodes. So I need your input on that. Do I, build it halfway and then run off to another project, or do I actually stay on this project, do it for like 5 episodes and make it that good, with mob farms, the old jazz, do I do it that way? So at the moment I'm just adding the 5th block on this wall, and then all I need to do is add all the dirt in, and that is unloaded. So F3 Shift A. There we go. Let's reload it. Yeah, so it's a big project. I need your ideas. I was even thinking, do I put a bit of glass in there, or do I leave it all stone? Do I put vines on it? There's loads of things to think of. I was even thinking, under this grass area, do we leave it all grass and have like a big storage system all the way along here? So they'll come along to this 5th block, and all this will be storage. So I'll have storage for every single item in the game. And I'm thinking, because it's 5, you'd have like 5 chests like going back in a row for each item. So, well, not 5 chests, you'd have 5 rows of chests, which I think you could fit full double chests times 5, so that's at 20. So 20 chests for each item. So you know, you could have like a section for cobble. You know, you could even do it another way. You could have little shops, like a shop area where they've all got, you know, one type of material in. Say, you know, they'd have let me think about this. Say they'd have a coal shop or a wood shop, a different type of shop, a birch shop, you know, little things like that. You know, there's loads of things you can do. And then I'm even thinking about maybe we have one section where they're all villager houses, you know, with breeding machines basically. Take advantage of that before 1.4, but we've only got 2 weeks left, so you know, guys, I need you to comment and say, you know, give me, you know, the answer, because you know, the quicker that you give me the answer, the quicker I can work on it. You know, I will spend a lot of time. You know, you guys give me ideas, and I will make sure they're done. I think the difference between, I don't want to sound horrible here, or you know, anyone think I'm bad, but the difference between me and other YouTubers, because they're so big and I'm so small, you know, I can interact with my subscribers. So, you know, if any people have got ideas, then, you know, just shout them out. I'm really into that sort of thing. I was watching Docum's video lately too. I know I'm talking a lot while I'm doing this, and he was talking about you know, Etho's last video, saying that he doesn't like it when people ask for likes. Well, I understand that, and I understand you know, it can be annoying, but it's when the big channels do it gets annoying, you know, for like Etho and that, because he doesn't ask for likes and he gets a lot of likes anyway, and he's never asked for likes. But for the smaller channels trying to catch up, it is hard. For us, if I get, you know, when I got 4 likes on my first video, well, actually my first video I got 98 likes, I was like, wow, that's so amazing. And I recorded over 15 different episodes of my LP first episode, as you know from the first episode if you've already watched that. There will be a little link in the description boxes now for each video, so you can go to the playlist, so then you can watch all of them. If you're a new subscriber, then you can go and watch that. If you're not, then and you watch me just you know, on a basis of the Minecraft searching, you know, the Let's Play, then you know, feel free to join in. You don't have to be a subscriber to, you know, to put a comment there and say, you know, I think you should do this, because at the end of the day, my mind can't work like everyone else's. I'm gonna have a, you know, different build style than everyone else, and that's how I see it. So anyway, end of this talk. I'm gonna try get a bit this more done, get this section done. And I think when Wolf gets on, maybe we'll try to do it all. I'm trying not to go over to the village at the moment. I need to collect some wood, because I need to get a fence around it and get them breeding, so I don't lose them all. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is maybe cut for now, and then I'll head on to the bit when maybe we'll be up there. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next clip. Hey there guys, and welcome back. Okay, so yesterday, well, in the clip you saw that I was working on here. Now yesterday Wolfie come on yesterday, and I actually ran out of stone brick. At the moment I'm just on the near last layer. We went mining, and I roughly mined a full inventory of cobble, so did he. I've been smelting it up, and this is how much I've got at the moment. I think I might have a bit more, but at the end I have been going through it so fast. Now I've actually been thinking of an idea. You see where, hang on, let me give you an example if I can. Say if this is inside like this, you have something like this, don't you? Now what about if it went all the way down to a single point, like, so imagine this being, you know, the big layer, and then it go, oh damn, I just waited all that, then it all goes down. So if you imagine it all, basically each one of these would come down and then go down and then go down and go down, and you know, I think it'd be really good. This is how I've been getting my grass. I've got a silk touch pick too, which I've been using. I've basically just been popping around the world, getting a stack of grass here and there. I haven't been getting too much because I don't really need it. So yeah, I put all these corners in now, so just don't worry. So you can see that it all goes out. I have got some screenshots. Oh damn, I missed one. I have got some screenshots from, I missed two, from when I was doing this, and don't worry. Yeah, I think they'll be shown after this clip, and then when it's finished, well, when the roof's on it, then I'll probably give you another picture. Well, I'll probably show you, you know, on video what's been going on. It's about, I'm in the UK, so if you didn't know, as English. I woke up at about 6 o'clock this morning because I had to check the bank early, and you know, just make sure, you know, things are paid and stuff like that. As you know, if some of you might know, I'm still looking for a job, but I still get a little bit of money here and there, so I have to make sure my bills are paid. So I've done that, and basically I spent 2 hours this morning finishing this layer, and I've just started, well, sorry, finishing this layer, and then I've just started this layer. As you can see, it's going round. So what I basically do when the grass is you know, like that, I come along and every 2 gaps in the middle, so I'll do 2 grass pieces, and then I'll leave 2 dirt, and then I'll do 2 grass, and then it spreads a lot quicker. That's what I found so far. So I think I'm going to finish this layer off, maybe do a bit of static work, but I need your opinions. I did say in episode 2 that, you know, if you watch that, or if you haven't watched this and you're watching this now, you know, I do, you know, reckon you should go watch that, because you can see how much was here before I started it. You know, I've been having a little bit of help here and there, but mostly I've built all this on myself. The parts that I've had help with are mostly getting the cobble, getting the materials together, and like I say, yesterday I spent five hours maybe or more doing this, and it's coming along. I'm getting a lot of mods put in, and there's a bit of lighting issues, so I'm gonna have to address them eventually. I think I'm gonna go with either the dropping down scheme, but I'll still do the, you know, the storage. This is gonna be the storage at the top, and I was also thinking at the center point. Let me just shift. At this center point here, which doesn't really look like a center point from up here, it looks kind of small. From here, we'd have a 5x5 around the middle bit, and then we'd have 3 like staircases going down into other pieces, but I'm not sure yet. There's quite a lot of work to do. I don't want just these stairs to be the only way in. I think I'm gonna have little trapdoors, and along maybe 1 or 2 sides heading. So say I wanted to, I was also thinking of doing a tunnel, so I'll come up in the house or come up in the furnace room. You know, I was thinking that there's loads of little things I can do with it yet. Let me just check this. Yeah, this is right layer. Yeah, so I'm going to carry on doing this and get a bit more work done. Try and light it up inside. I've got feather falling boots now. There's another 2 picks and the chest, because to be honest with you, the amount of resources we've been getting, Wolfy last night found just over 2 stacks of diamonds going along the strip mine. That place pulls out loads, but the thing is, he's using a fortune 3 pick. Basically, when he first come on, when I first set the server up, what I did is I said, okay, right, you can have, you know, make yourself a diamond pick, and then from there what we'll do is, you know, we'll go out at night, and we basically went fighting for a bit until they got level 30, and that was his first enchant. And then from then he's been building his tools up, because how I see it, if he's helping me, then, you know, he should have decent tools. You know, I really appreciate it. You know, it wouldn't have got done nowhere near as fast if it wasn't for him. You know, I think we would have been on episode 5 by the time I got it finished, because the grunt was just for getting all that cobblestone. I was building, he was mining, He enjoys mining. Should we headphones on and go for it? Anyway, guys, so I think I'm gonna head off at this point. I am going to try a new texture pack. The texture pack I'm using is Faithful 32, but I might be switching to Faithful 64-bit, or I'm either going to go to R3D Craft, which, if you've got a good computer with a good graphics card and you've got your allocated memory to your Minecraft, the graphics are absolutely amazing. Just to point out, if you want to see what the graphics actually look like, either search for R3D Craft or have a look at Queen King Happy's Adventures, I think, something like that. He's a legit Minecraft player. He's really good. I've learned some aesthetic things from him, and you know what it means to, just certain things, and I really enjoy watching his videos. So if you go check him out, there's no shout out or anything. I just want you to go have a look at the texture pack and see what you think of it, so you can see what texture pack I might be going for. But I'm going to go for, he's on the 254, but I think I'm going to go for the 526, which is a 120 meg file. Anyway, guys, I'm going to shoot off right now. So I'm going to make this video quite a long one, so I'm going to shoot off and make sure I've got plenty of progress in for you, and I'll see you in the next clip. Thank you very much, and see you then. Okay, guys, so when we last left off, we had 2 of these floors done, I think. I've done this one, and the next one, so let's have a look what's going on. I have recorded this several times, but I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm going to try close this up pretty quick and show you what's been going on. Yesterday I actually ran out of stone brick, and we had to go mining. Wolfie found just over a stack and a half of diamonds because he's got a fortune free pick, and I found like 3 because it seems that the right hand side is the best. Now you see how we got, let me just shift. I thought you could shift on a ladder. Let me see if I can do it. Now you see how we got these corner pieces. There's 5 pieces in each, and there's 5 of these, so that means we need 25. We're going to use glowstone in these corners, which will really light this place up. And then these back parts, the bottom middle, that bottom row, will stick out. Well, it will just be level, and that's where the storage facility is going to be. But I need your ideas, guys. I need to know what to do. I don't want this place looking too bland. It looks bland at the moment without the stairs on, but I'm going to try to get that done, try and get them designed so they're perfect. And now I'm going to need a lot of sand because I want to have sandstone stairs going all the way up. So I think that'll be over about 200 stairs or more just to getting up there. So I changed our texture pack to R3D Craft. It's on a 64x64 pixel. I'm going to try the 124, I think, next, and see how that is. It looks really nice. I like how the pickaxes are. They don't look too blocky. So we're going to go over here and see what's going on. Wheat farm needs harvesting. Don't know if you noticed, but I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now with recording. Sometimes I record and I don't actually put it up because I don't think it's good enough, and that's kind of happening frequently. So that's why I think these episodes are going to be good if I'm managing what I'm doing. My temple is really looking nice, but just imagine the stairs going up with the sandstone stairs. You have to let me know about that, guys. I really need the comments on that. I really need your ideas on what to do and what to build. So I'm going to show you the diamond collection, 15 blocks of diamonds. I did find a diamond in another village, which I can show you where it is if I can find it. And I found a temple too, which that's where I got these gold from, and the iron and the 2 pickaxes were from the village. Now I don't think I've got enough time to show you, but just over that way there's an extreme hills biome, and then just behind it there's a jungle to the left, and on the right there's a desert. I was actually trying to find a snow biome because I was thinking about another project, or secret. Actually, I will tell you about that in a minute. And I found a desert temple, and I found a village. I did record it, but it was going to be too long, and the episode was going to be 30 minutes. So I'm really trying to push this out here at the moment. I'm really trying to get through it quickly. So all I'm saying, guys, is leave comments, your ideas, because it will help me. Like I've stretched out through all the episode. I know been battering your brains with it. Anyway, guys, so if you've liked the episode, just remind you there is the like button down there. If you want to like it, like it. If you don't want to like it, dislike it. Tell me why you don't like the video, and I'll improve on that for next episode. So I'll see you in the next episode, which will be episode 4. And that'll probably be Chess Madness or something like that. So I'll see you in that episode, and hope you've enjoyed. And if you're subscribed, I'll see you in the next video.